Well, good afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know, this literally does not work. All right, so the Cowboys are getting back to work this week. Today, of course, being Hump Day, we have some news. Tyron Smith will not be practicing. Let me say that one more time. Tyron Smith will not be practicing. They're going to keep Terrence Steele over on the left-hand side, so he'll get some more work in there. Again, this is the first practice of the week. There's still hope. We can still have hope. What's interesting is, surprisingly, they have the preseason polls. They have their teams that they figure are going to be the great teams. Remember, I'm old enough to remember when they thought that the Washington football team was going to have a great defense and that Ryan Fitzpatrick was going to be less tragic than usual, and he didn't make it out of the first game. I think they put him in witness protection program. But they thought that the Washington football team was going to be one of those hotties and that the Atlanta Falcons was going to be one of those dogs. Well, it seems like those guys have kind of reversed places because the Atlanta Falcons, surprisingly, if the playoffs were to start today, would be a playoff team along with the New Orleans Saints. Surprisingly. Let me throw into the mix one other one, too. I'm also old enough to remember when they thought that the San Francisco 49ers were going to be one of those really good teams this year as well. But now, Kyle Shanahan may have already worn out his welcome, even though they were in the Super Bowl just a few years ago. Amazing how things change rapidly. But Atlanta, you'll remember in 2017. Oh my God. Wow. 2017, one of the first years that we first started losing Tyron Smith on a regular basis. But Tyron Smith went out against the Atlanta Falcons, and Claiborne, I can't remember his first name, he ended up going to Cleveland, getting a nice contract because basically of one game. Dak Prescott was sacked 8 times because Chaz Green couldn't do it at left tackle for Tyron Smith. And Jason Garrett wasn't smart enough to say, I need to keep a tight end in to help out. And instead, Claiborne, I think, had 6 of those sacks. It was a slaughter, and wow, probably brought about brethren coming in here on a regular basis and talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Let's hope that this doesn't happen. Now, for the Cowboys, wow, if you like seeing the Cowboys, remember, because of Thanksgiving's Thursday night game, the Cowboys have 3 games in 12 days. I guess if there's any good news on this is we're not an aging roster anymore where it's harder when you're an old guy like me to play that many games. At least we have a lot of young pups. But what the Cowboys are doing is they're reducing the reps in practice for like Zeke and Amari because Zack Martin. The older people that we do have in here are the ones that are a little bit nicked up to try and save them for as much as possible. The Cowboys have this thing that Friday's practice they call the recovery day. It's not like a typical practice that most teams have. It's more of a glorified walkthrough. So we're going to see how that all works in. I guess in some regards it's good that we're getting back Michael Gallup as well as Tristan Hill to help, spread around some of these reps. I'm hoping, let's hope, that sometime in the course of this 12-game stretch that we have, 12 days with 3 games stretch, that maybe we get a Marcus Lawrence and a Neville Gallimore also, too, to be able to get into that rotation. And it may be that the Cowboys look at this game as much as they would like to try and get Tyron Smith in there. They may be looking at this and saying that we really need you for the home stretch and possibly playoffs. And so it may be that during this 12-game stretch, 12-day stretch of games, that you end up saying, you know what, big fella, we're just going to give you a couple of weeks. We're going to give you 2 more weeks, which would be those 3 games, to rest up and get ready for the home stretch. That's the thing that's crazy about football. You make decisions and try and figure out what's going to be the best plan of attack. And there's no necessarily until after you go through it, right or wrong, or you don't know if you're going to be right or wrong. We'll see. We'll get more word, of course, on everything that's going on. A couple of things that have transpired since I went down, had to go to Charlottesville. Dog got checked out and is set to have some more work and stuff done. So we decided to drive on back home. So I've been in the car for the last 6 hours. So I probably got the deep stare and getting up early. I'm kind of tired. But I got to get back out to the workshop and do some more work for you guys. A couple things have transpired. Apparently, Green Bay has offered Odell Beckham Jr. the veteran minimum because they don't have a whole lot of money because they've got to take care of Devontae Adams and so on. So we'll see if anything transpires with that. If Odell bites on it for an opportunity to play with Aaron Rodgers. To me, I think I might enjoy seeing that because putting a couple of divas together might be the thing that implodes the Green Bay Packers. It just might. It can't be good. It can't be good. Other than that, Dalvin Cook, that situation seems to be heating up because he's pointing fingers at the ex-girlfriend, the Army sergeant, who broke into his house and said that she attacked him. She's pointing fingers at him, saying that he attacked her once she came in the house and caused her a concussion and held her hostage for a few days. So that's going to get really, really interesting, to say the least. There was something with Tom Brady, and I can't remember what it was. He's still playing as old as his ass is. I know that much. Yeah, I guess that's really it. Yeah, guess that's it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work, doing what I do, and that is working in the workshop and taking care of my day job. I hope you guys are having a great hump day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Oh, I forgot to turn the camera off. Duh. Okay.